Every time I'm out in the woods in Montana, I get inspired to get the camera out. It's just so beautiful to be out here in nature. And you're all alone. It's you and Mother Nature and all the green and trees. And now there's this October brown in the grasses. And we're well into fall. And we happened to chance upon this vagabond sitting over here on a little mini house. My goodness, it's just a little house out here in the middle of nowhere. And he's just sitting here. Hey, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today, Bubba?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, look like you got it made there, man.
I do. The only intrusion is the airplane noise above me.
Yeah, well, that's that false world that doesn't really exist anyway.
Yeah.
It's Maya, the illusion. But you're out here in a really nice place, and you live on this property, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So you're a happy guy, and you're retired. You're a responsible, respectable member of the rural society in Montana.
I'd like to think that.
Well, I think that, and I've known you for years. So, is there anything you want to, is there any famous last words you'd like to impart to the people who might not know you but would like to get to know you a little better?
Oh, boy.
He's speechless.
I am.
Well, you know, that's wisdom too, man. The old saying is a wise man has his yes and has his no. And saying more than that's probably not necessary anyway.
I guess one of the things I'd say was what I've seemed to learn in life, much of what I was taught has been, well, I'll call it a lie maybe, or I've been misled about a lot of things. And so those things didn't make sense throughout my life, and it caused conflict. And I got on this path of self-discovery and looking for truth, wherever that might take me. You know, it might not be something I even want to know, but I'll take the truth over being lied to at any given time. And so I guess I would hope that people would seek out the truth, because when you find it, you're on the path to happiness. And this life is so fleeting. You might as well enjoy it being happy.
Get a little living out of life while you're here, right? Yeah, buddy. Well, seeking personal self-knowledge, questioning everything we've been taught, our programming and conditioning that has come from society, from cultural tradition, from the religions and from the political views, from the economic woes, everything. All of it could be one massive deception that's a program issued forth by this small cabal of international financiers, who own most of our Federal Reserve System. So maybe what you're doing is antithetical to the control grid of the forces which employ governments to moderate and influence your lifestyle, and you have escaped.
At least I'm in the process of escaping.
Well,
I haven't totally freed myself from it, but I mean, I can as much. I've tried to as much as I can.
And well, I think you're just doing a good job with it, and it's so good to know you, man. Lots of good neighbors in Montana, and you're one of my favorites. So thank you for sitting down for a minute for the camera.
Well, and don't shut that off quite yet. When I first met you, and I think it was 2007, and it was at the state capitol in Helena, we were both there to support a pro-Second Amendment gun bill. I knew of you through your the Militia, and holy cow, I see you get up there and say your piece, and you said your name, and I thought, gosh, I know that guy, and I felt compelled to follow you outside. And I thank you for your service, and it wasn't your military service, which I knew you were a Marine, but what you've done since you've gotten back for the freedom community of this thing. You know, I know you work tirelessly at this. It's who you are, and I appreciate the hell out of that.
Yeah, well, I remember that meeting. You walked up and introduced yourself, And I knew you by your screen name at the Mental Militia Forums. So that was quite a few years ago, and we've become friends ever since. And, you know, two like-minded varmints are loose out here in Montana. It's a good feeling to have the friendship and to share the vision of personal responsibility and the liberty that comes through that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy. All right, Jeff. Well, let's go on up the hill back to civilization,
Alrighty.
and we will behave ourselves like
All right.
good little anarchists, right? Thanks, buddy.